is Israel's missile defense system, a multi-billion-dollar piece of technology that protects millions of Israelis.
How does one tiny nation, surrounded by constant threats, wield one of the most advanced defensive systems ever built? The Iron Dome, Israel's billion-dollar shield, can stop missiles mid-air with terrifying precision. But behind this technological marvel lies a much deeper story, a powerful network of Zionist billionaires, secret defense contracts, political influence, and global money flows. Today, we pull back the curtain on how the Iron Dome isn't just a military system. It's the centerpiece of an elite financial and geopolitical empire. The genesis of the Iron Dome. Israel's survival has always depended on innovation. In the early 2000s, after waves of rocket attacks from Gaza and southern Lebanon left civilian towns exposed, the government accelerated its efforts to build an unprecedented missile interception system. But this project required something even more powerful than cutting-edge technology: money, political backing, and unwavering international support. Enter the Zionist billionaire class, a network of tycoons, philanthropists, and business moguls whose wealth wasn't only invested in companies, but in shaping the geopolitical landscape itself. Names like Sheldon Adelson, Haim Saban, and Lev Leviev emerged as not just financiers but political power brokers, deeply embedded in both Israeli and American political systems. The US connection: billions from Washington. While the Iron Dome was developed primarily by Israel's Rafael advanced defense systems, it was heavily bankrolled by American taxpayers. Between 2011 and 2024, over $4 billion in US military aid flowed directly into Israel's missile defense programs. But this aid wasn't simply given, it was engineered. The American Israel Public Affairs Committee, AIPAC, perhaps the most powerful lobby in Washington, played a pivotal role. At lavish fundraisers attended by Wall Street titans, Hollywood moguls, and high-ranking political insiders, billions were pledged not only for Israel's security, but for the mutual enrichment of elite power circles. The Iron Dome became a profitable transnational project that bound together defense contractors, political donors, and technology investors across both nations. Rafael, Raytheon, and the private profiteers. The Iron Dome's architecture was born from a lucrative partnership between Israel's Rafael and America's Raytheon Technologies. Raytheon's involvement gave US defense contractors access to cutting-edge Israeli technology while ensuring joint control over lucrative export deals. For the billionaires funding these defense companies, every new conflict offered both risk and reward. Each Iron Dome interception cost roughly $100,000, paid directly from government budgets and back into the pockets of the contractors. With every escalation in Gaza or Lebanon, stock prices for these companies surged, bringing windfalls to elite investors. Private equity funds like Shavit Capital and secretive family offices tied to oligarchs funneled billions into defense tech, cyber warfare startups, and AI-enhanced targeting systems. What appeared publicly as national defense was privately a multi-billion-dollar profit engine. Secret meetings in luxury retreats. Beyond the corporate boardrooms, a far more exclusive network of influence operated behind closed doors. In 2023, a secret summit took place at the King David Hotel in Jerusalem, attended by a select group of Zionist billionaires, American senators, Gulf royal intermediaries, and defense executives. The agenda: not only to secure future funding for missile defense, but to coordinate future joint ventures in emerging AI warfare, private intelligence networks, and quantum defense technologies. Some attendees arrived by private jet from Geneva, others from Dubai. Inside heavily guarded conference halls, whispered discussions covered covert arms deals, strategic energy partnerships, and political maneuvering aimed at shaping the future of Middle Eastern conflicts. The Iron Dome, while symbolically Israeli, was increasingly part of a global network of elite private interests. The emerging Iron Shield industrial complex. What started as a purely defensive measure evolved into a sprawling economic empire. The Iron Shield industrial complex now includes advanced radar development programs, cybersecurity, AI platforms that monitor global threats, biometric surveillance firms used for border control, private intelligence operations offering services to both governments and private corporations, private security companies that export Israel's unique counterterrorism expertise worldwide. Private firms like CyberArk, NSO Group, and Elbit Systems expanded far beyond missile defense, integrating into financial surveillance, AI-powered border walls, and even predictive policing technologies sold globally. The offshore banking connections. But where does all this money go? Many of these billionaires operate through complex offshore webs that shield assets from taxes and public scrutiny. In the Cayman Islands, Virgin Islands, and Swiss banking havens, shell companies hold stakes in defense conglomerates, cryptocurrencies, and luxury real estate. Investigations by financial watchdogs in 2024 traced portions of Iron Dome-linked profits flowing into secret trust funds, hidden luxury compounds in Monaco, and even discreet investments in Silicon Valley's most cutting-edge AI research labs. Some intelligence reports suggest these offshore networks double as shadow war chests, financing private military contractors and black-budget R&D projects well beyond the oversight of any democratic institution. Political control through fear and technology. The existence of the Iron Dome has not only protected Israeli citizens, but has fundamentally reshaped the political landscape. Knowing that their cities are largely shielded from retaliation, political leaders have pursued far more aggressive military and diplomatic strategies. For the billionaires behind the curtain, this perpetual low-level conflict cycle generates continual demand for defense contracts, software upgrades, and newer, even more sophisticated versions of the dome, including laser-based missile interceptors and hypersonic defense platforms currently under classified development. The constant drumbeat of existential threat keeps political donations flowing, international alliances rigid, and military-industrial profits soaring. The ethical shadow. But critics argue that this entire structure represents a disturbing feedback loop. As long as conflict remains profitable for elites, lasting peace becomes increasingly unlikely. Human rights organizations point to the suffering in Gaza, the West Bank, and southern Lebanon, arguing that while Iron Dome may save lives on one side, it enables prolonged aggression and systematic oppression on the other. For the billionaires profiting from both the weapon sales and reconstruction contracts, war is no longer tragedy, it is business. Zionism's religious and ideological cover. Many within this elite circle frame their control as divine destiny. Ultra-Orthodox billionaires like Lev Leviev funnel millions into religious schools, Zionist expansion efforts, and lobbying organizations that present the defense buildup as not only strategic, but ordained. Leviev's private compound outside Herzliya, reportedly worth over $200 million, houses both luxury amenities and secure underground vaults containing sensitive documents, rare Torah manuscripts, and even DNA cryo-storage vaults preserving elite family bloodlines. The next frontier, space and beyond. As the Iron Dome matures, insiders are already building its successor, the Sky Dome, orbital missile defense satellites capable of neutralizing threats before they even enter Earth's atmosphere. Zionist billionaires have quietly invested in private space firms, asteroid mining startups, and AI-controlled orbital weapons platforms that could render entire nations defenseless against elite-controlled space networks. The future battlefield is no longer just Earth. It's the upper atmosphere and beyond, where billionaires may soon control not just national security, but planetary sovereignty. The Iron Dome is more than a missile defense system. It is the living symbol of how power, technology, wealth, and ideology have merged into an elite global structure few dare to challenge. Behind every intercepted missile lies a chain of billion-dollar contracts, secret meetings, and geopolitical manipulations far more powerful than any weapon. As the world watches the dome light up the skies, few realize that beneath this glowing shield operates one of the most sophisticated wealth engines ever constructed. And for the Zionist billionaires behind it, the dome isn't just protecting a nation, it's protecting their global dominion. Would you feel safer living under the Iron Dome, knowing it's powered by secretive billionaires and unchecked political power? Or does this new level of elite control concern you more than any external threat? Share your thoughts below, hit that like button, and subscribe. Because next time, we reveal how these same billionaires are building secret orbital colonies to escape Earth entirely.